Well, we just learned that a pair of cotton-top tamarins were born at the zoo just a few days ago. They're extremely endangered, but in great constant care at the zoo. You know, sometimes there's a wealth of history and charm right in your own backyard. Such is the case of Arlington, a little town in the shadows of Memphis over in West Tennessee. Rob Wiles is going to take us there.
When you get into downtown Arlington in Shelby County, we've got some tough choices to make. I mean, any way you go, let's say you went that way, or maybe you went over this way, or even over that way. There's always interesting stuff, historic stuff that you can see. Hard to choose. I think I'll head to Wilson's first. Makes sense to start here since all sorts of folks, two-legged, four-legged, have been starting here since the 19th century, according to Susan Wilson Hoggart, who knows this store very well.
The business was established in 1893 by my great-grandfather Samuel Young Wilson. I went to work there 30 years ago, doing secretarial and retail work. Loved it, that's what I've always done.
We all know the general store is a vanishing breed, and Susan could have closed this place, but she was determined not to do that.
You would just have to know my family because we're all very sentimental, and this store has been the hub of Arlington for so long, and it has a lot of community spirit to it. It was the place where everybody came to swap stories and brought their cotton. I meet people all the time that say my grandmother used to buy my Christmas presents here, and I'm just sentimental in that, and I love it, and my main goal was to keep it going as long as my parents were living. My dad's love was the town of Arlington and the store. He was the mayor here for 18 years. He was involved in everything you can imagine in Shelby County, civically, and he loved the store, and just to see it stay open really and truly was my goal.
So, the general store is now an antique mall. And it's ironic, really. Many of the things that are now antiques would have been stocked here in the general store days.
I'll see things that were sold there when I was a little girl, because when I was young, we had clothes, food, hardware, you know, animal food, material. We did everything, and my dad used to say we sold everything from the cradle to the grave, because years and years ago we did sell caskets. There are some in our upstairs still, and even sold the clothes that people could buy to be buried in.
Well, life moves on, but it's nice to look back once in a while, especially since virtually across the street from the store is the local museum, one of several historic places to visit in Arlington. This one reminds us of life here, according to Linda Street, who's part of the local historic association.
We have a beauty shop chair that was used in one of the first real beauty shops in Arlington. We have a dental chair that was used by Dr. Harrell. His office was in what's now the barber shop. The vault is still there. We have Grandma's kitchen that started with an old refrigerator with a round thing on top that is unique. Here in Arlington, we've been very lucky. When someone gives us something and other people see it, they say, I have something that you can add to the group of items, and it just mushrooms.
So what is this little building here that we're going to go see?
It's our post office.
Post office?
Original post office.
So when you say original, when would this have been the post office?
Arlington was named Arlington so they could get a post office in 1900.
Oh, really? Okay,
so we think this began soon after.
And so you've got, looks like another window over here
that came out of our second post office. These boxes were the rural sorting table for the second post office.
Oh, I see.
And those boxes in the back were what I got mailed from when I was a little girl.
Is that right?
Had to know the combination. But the original outside mailbox was left in the building when we started renovating it. And that's where the Santa letters are mailed.
I see. So this is a good place to put your letters to Santa during Christmas time. Good.
So whether you've got a letter to post to Santa, or maybe you'd like to pay him a visit when he's in residence at Wilson's store, Arlington is a good place to visit at Christmas time or any time really if you want to experience the real-life history of the people who used to live here and the real-life friendliness of the people who still do.
Well, y'all did good. I mean, that worked out pretty well.
My Christmas shop is done.
Bye. Thanks, Mr. Patterson. Have a good day.